Good morning, this is Michael Blisman with Use Solutions from beautiful Deer Park, Texas today. All right, so it's Friday, we're gonna get through this one. Here's what you need to know today. Not really a news story, but it's foundational, I think. There's a lot of talk about inflation. With that come terms that not everybody understands. CPI, or Consumer Price Index, it's how they measure inflation often. Here's the issue with that. When they compute the CPI, they've changed, the Bureau of Labor Statistics has changed the way they do that 20 times over the last 30 years. So the inflation rate as reported in 1998 is not the same way they write the inflation rate today. So you don't have an apples to apples comparison over time, which is really the purpose of the CPI, is to give you that perspective, but it's not really accurate for that. Furthermore, it's not really transparent how they do it, how they come up with these things. And the other thing that it seems to ignore is when price of steak, for instance, gets so high, people stop buying it, they switch to, say, hamburger. It doesn't really track the price increase of steak properly. What it does then is it starts tracking what people are actually buying, which is hamburger, which is lower in price. And that ends up having a lowering impact on the CPI number they report. So some could say that that is a favorable thing to keep the inflation numbers reported lower than they actually are for people who really go shopping at real grocery stores. So just as you look at that, it might not be as accurate as you think it is, and that's why it's kind of infuriating for people who, don't like the CPI. There's a reason they don't like it. All right, so this week we covered a lot of marketing nuggets. I'm just going to review some of those, and you can go back to the previous segments where they were explained a little bit better. First day, on Monday, opportunity is always tied to someone you know. So you have to get known and get involved with people and community and organizations so that people trust you and that you'll hear about things and you'll be in a position to provide your services to those entities that need you. You got to discover them quickly, and that only happens when you know them. You're not going to beat, on Tuesday we did this, you're not going to beat the algorithm. So stay away from people and companies that that are trying to do search engine optimization in ways and they say that they can beat the algorithm. Not true. They spend a fortune on AI, you're not beating it. Instead, post pertinent content, either weekly, monthly, daily, whatever's sustainable for you, and try that on for size. Day 3 was stop using diluted mass media techniques where you're just spraying out information like, buy from me please, I do this. Don't do that. Get a deep niche and own the niche. The example I used, instead of motorcycle parts, say that I specialize in 1931 to 1939 Polish motorcycles. Now I have a deep niche. People that want that will find me. And then when you're posting things, advertisements or what have you, think about documenting what you do, telling a story, documenting the things you already do rather than trying to do another ad or do another post. Be a little bit raw, well written, but be a little bit raw about it. Think Instagram and TikTok a little bit more than your overproduced Super Bowl commercial. When you're trying to think about how to do this. Short, to the point, local, a little bit raw. All right, so Friday, this is what I got for motivation and deep thoughts. Let's just combine it today. You've worked your tail off the entire week. Some of you work weekends too, I know. You provide value every single day, so don't forget to carve out some time to do something you enjoy doing as well, whether that's playing your guitar, spending time with friends and family. Don't forget to carve that time out. It matters. It's one of the reasons that you're here, is to live and do those things. And don't forget to hold the hand of someone you love while you got them. And with that, finish strong today. It's Friday. Get off your phone and get to work. See you Monday.